Hi everyone, we're here with not a rock band, but another really cool person that we went and saw in, do they call that concert? What do they call that?
Stand-up comedy routine, I guess.
Yeah. And so,
comedy club.
Yeah. So just by surprise, Logan was looking at something on his phone and he saw that Kevin Farley was going to be at the Side Splitters in Tampa, and have we ever been there before?
Never have I been there.
Never been there before. So we decided to go see Kevin Farley, and those of you who don't know who Kevin Farley is, he's Chris Farley's brother. And anyone who knows Bruce knows most of his friends call him Farley because he looks just like him, and when he was alive, he acted like him. So yep. Tell us a little about our experiences that we've had with
Chris Farley?
Yes.
So there's not many places I go, including Side Splitters the other night. We went last Sunday night. Awesome place. Highly recommend it. We'll be back a lot now. Mm-hmm. But I'm sitting there and you can see there's a couple tables and they're looking over towards me and pointing, and I know what it is. Hey, that guy looks like Chris Farley. And been doing that. We were at Skyline Chili.
Just a few days before that.
Yeah, last week when I picked up the Munsters, the new pinball, and I see a guy over there talking to the waitress, and I get up, he goes, hey. I go, hey, how you doing? He goes, you know who you look like? I'm like, Chris Farley? And he goes, yep. And we talked for an hour, and
oh yeah, it was an hour.
Hopefully he's going to buy a house from us. So.
Yeah, that would be great.
But all through the 90s, as soon as my brother saw the movie Tommy Boy, I've been Tommy Boy or Farley ever since. We would be at places and...
Let me tell my story.
Okay, yeah, definitely tell them that story when you went to the restroom and left me at the bar.
Yeah, so we were at a, some kind of like a seminar or something like that at a hotel, and Bruce had gone to the bar, and I, of course, went to the ladies' room before it started. And when I'm in there, I hear these girls talking about how Chris Farley, and this, of course, was before he passed on, and they saw Chris Farley, and they wanted to go talk to Chris Farley, and this does happen quite a bit. So, anyways, I'm like, okay, I'm going to have some fun with this. So we walk out, I walk out of the bathroom, and I see Bruce across the way, and then those girls came out, and I go, hey, Chris! And he turns around, and these girls go crazy, and they fly up to him, and I am like hysterical. Did you pretend you were them?
Oh, heck yeah. I played it for all I could back then.
It was pretty funny though, but it happens all the time, and I really didn't even, I mean, I knew you looked like Chris Farley, but then we started taking some pictures of Kevin Farley, and it's uncanny. It really is. And so let's talk about Kevin Farley, because he's who we went to see, and oh my God, I laughed. I had tears rolling down my face. So what do we know about Kevin? Like,
well, I'll give you 3 words to describe Kevin Farley. Just damn funny. He was hilarious. Had no idea really what to expect from him. He's hilarious, and afterwards I did a little research on him, and I think in the Farley family, it's older brother Tom, then Chris, then Kevin, then brother John, and all 3, Chris, Kevin, and John, were all in movies and comedies. And then I think their sister was born. There was 5 of them. Mm-hmm. They're from Madison, Wisconsin. Kevin was born in late '65, right around my age. But when he came up on stage with his beard and mannerisms and voice, I would have swore it was my older brother, who we call Santa Claus. You shorten my brother's beard, and it's Kevin Farley. So
definitely.
We got a lot of Farleys in the
And he was funny like Dick too, because Dick is hysterical in his own right. And so, anyways,
So Kevin's been, I didn't know, now I've got to go back and watch all these. He was in Tommy Boy. He was in Black Sheep, a lot of Chris Farley movies. He was a bouncer in Beverly Hills Ninja with Chris Rock. Mm-hmm. He was a cop in Joe Dirt. He was in Waterboy, and their brother John was in a lot of the same movies. Obviously Kevin's branched out. He's done shows I haven't seen the shows. There's some HBO shows and other shows, and he's on the comedy circuit. And if you ever have a chance to go see him, highly recommend it. He's just hilarious, and being from Madison, Wisconsin, just down to earth.
Yeah, definitely so. And I went up to one of the maitre d's and I asked if he did like, you know,
backstage or meet and greet.
And he said, yep, he comes out after the show. So after the show, we kind of let people filter out, and then we head out. And there he is. He's just sitting there, and we walk up to him, and Bruce, what do you do?
So he's just sitting at the edge of the bar, and there's no one around him. I'm like, holy shnikes, this is weird. Mm-hmm. So I walk up to him, I go, hi, Kevin. And he goes to shake my hand, and I go, brothers don't shake hands, brothers gotta hug. And he goes, oh my God, a Farley.
Yeah.
And he sat back a little bit.
Yeah, his face was just like confused. It was kind of funny. He's like, oh, and he says, oh my God, you look just like him. And then you were talking to him about some things.
So I talked to him for a little while. I had a couple pictures. I've got one where I'm at State Street Brats up in Madison, and there's a big picture of Chris in the lobby. And I got my arm around him. When I do that, people up there freak out. But I showed him that, and then one from a Halloween party, God, probably 5, 7, 8, 10 years ago, where I'm dressed up as Matt Foley, motivational speaker. And
right.
He loved it, and you know, we talked a little bit about Madison and Wisconsin. I asked him if he knew where West Bend was. That was my hometown, and he knew that. And then Logan and Natalie came out, and I'd already gotten out of line, you know, because his handler wanted him to talk to someone else. He's like, oh, I'm talking to Bruce right now. So we finished, I got out of line, and then Logan and Natalie were in line. So when they got up there, I'm like, hey, Kevin, that would have been your nephew. So he got a laugh out of that. And as we were, and like I said, just down to earth, you know, not a stuck-up, snobby Hollywood type or anything.
True.
And when I was leaving, I said, you know, Kevin, I'm wondering if my mom made a couple trips up to Madison. He got a good laugh out of that.
Yeah. But we had a wonderful time at Side Splitters. It's in Tampa, up in Dale area.
Yep, up in Northdale, Carrollwood area.
And we had just a wonderful time there. And, you know, we just thought, let's just bring this in the show because it's something that we've had fun with over the years. And it is kind of weird that...
Yep, I got his autograph.
Yep, so anyways.
I do have a trivia question.
Oh, okay, what is it?
So, it's kind of late in the show, but what college or university did Kevin Farley go to?
I don't have a clue.
Fans? Alright. If you knew where Chris went, and he actually went there, because you'll see it in Tommy Boy, it was Marquette University down Milwaukee, and back then...
They went to college together, actually.
Yeah. Back then I was trying to think what their mascots was. I have tons of Marquette memorabilia and all,
right.
But Chris actually played rugby. I'm not sure if Kevin did or not, but they were in all the comedy troupes, and we've heard some stories about the comedy classes that were there and all. And do a little research. Obviously, everybody knows about Chris. He's hilarious, but look up Kevin.
He's
like I said,
funny too.
Just damn funny.
He's funny.
He's got some great stories. If you ever do go see him and he doesn't mention his time with Five Guys, go ahead and ask him.
Yeah. So this is Michelle
and Bruce,
rockin'
Florida Real Estate.
See you later, folks.